modJOBS, brought to you by Allstate.
Hey Kyle, it's Jessica from Yellow Devil. I'm calling you to talk about the modJOBS V Star 950.
Yeah, super excited about that build. What's going on?
I'm getting started picking out parts, and I'm a little bit concerned about the fitment of the bags, on top of the pipe. I want to go with a hard shell and like hard edged kind of look.
You're looking more for that Harley kind of crisp, solid edge?
Exactly, kind of a little bit like squared off.
Gotcha. If you pull up the Kuriokin hard bag, you'll see a couple different options. There's a bag there that does not have paint on it. It's basically a solid fiberglass or injected molded bag.
I was thinking, since we're kind of going with like the more traditional American look, what about like a batwing kind of fairing?
So the batwing fairing is going to be one of the only options for a fairing for that bike. I mean, since it's metric and it's newer, you're going to need the trigger lock quick release brackets for the batwing, but the batwing itself is going to be a slam dunk as well.
How about a seat? We need something that's comfortable enough to spend a long time in the saddle, but is also going to look good.
If you're looking for a really kind of custom-looking seat that would still allow a passenger to jump on the back and ride, Mustang makes what they call the day tripper seat.
Slick. This would definitely give us a much better line forward to back on the bike.
Yeah, it kind of contours the fender and complements the tank. It's a comfortable seat.
Cool. Well, Kyle, thank you so much for your time today. This was a huge help.
Pleasure to help you, and anytime, give us a phone call.
So we're at Lossa Engineering. We've got our V Star 950. Today we're going to get started by mounting the fairing, the seat, and the saddlebags. Because I want to see how all these parts look together on the bike. Make sure we like the lines, because it's going to be a big part of the overall design.
The good thing about this kit is that they come with a bunch of tools. So if you're not a professional and you don't have a garage full of stuff, you can probably still tackle this in the weekend by yourself.
I wouldn't mind getting my hands on this bike a little bit. So what exactly is involved in changing out the stock seat to a custom seat?
Okay, it's pretty simple. You need a key. Lift up on that when I turn the key. Pull. There you go.
Piece of cake.
If you look under there, you'll see two little bolts. Remove those. Seat should come right off.
Wow.
Looks good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is super comfortable. We've got the fairing and the seat installed, and I think the bike is looking great so far. We hit a couple snags with the saddlebags, which can happen with any custom project. Looks like we got to get some hardware, so we'll install those saddlebags on the next episode of modJOBS. See you then. There are a few exceptions for sure, but for the most part, no matter who you are, what kind of rider you are, when you pull up to the curb and somebody looks at your bike and says, nice, it feels good. And especially with the custom cruiser market, there's no higher compliment. So that's what we're going for. You want a bike that when you pull up to the curb, you feel like, yeah, that's mine.
Nobody protects riders better than Allstate.